Hey, this is BB. Um, so this morning I had my motherboard changed on my desktop. Store I bought it from decided to change the motherboard, seeing as this was already a replacement set, so they just sent someone to change the motherboard. And I've been sick all day. When I say sick, I've been having going to the bathroom a lot and feeling nauseated, like really, really bad. And I'm not throwing up, but like I want to so badly, and my head and my ears are hurting. One thing I've noticed is I listen to positive reinforcement subliminals. They're all over YouTube, like positive phrases over and over so that, you feel this is what's normal. When I tell you these people are trying to reprogram us, they are trying to reprogram our minds. We are trying to stay positive because we believe even we don't even really have to stand for something. Difference between right and wrong. We know the difference between bad and good. We know the difference between good and evil. And we may not be the do-gooders of the world, but we don't go out of our way to hurt people the way they are doing to people like you and me. There's a huge, huge difference. Huge difference. And I'm not talking about even throwing a few slangs. I'm talking about they're going out of their way physically to hurt people. Out of their way. For months and months and years on end. Which is what that is. But anyway, I had it changed and now I'm not feeling well. Um, that's one. The second thing is, you notice that everybody is angry all the time. Like, I don't want to use that Will Smith reference. He's usually the calm guy. I mean, he's excited, but he's excited in a positive way. He believes in the law of attraction. He believes in being kind and being good and being courageous in his own skin, right? Most people are having these bouts of anger, rage. We're becoming enraged. Now, I think these frequencies that they're using is affecting me and you in a certain way negatively. The frequencies are one, but how can you, another frequency, I live in this building, somebody live above me, somebody live to the left of me, somebody live to the right of me. How can you not these other people? I was living across the street and the cicadas were going crazy over here. I mean, I know they're more sensitive than us, but how could you do this to me and not affect other people in a negative way? I don't see it as being possible. So, where everybody is becoming enraged, like really enraged. They're getting angry for no reason. And not just anger, they're becoming enraged. Mothers against children, children against mother, father against son is the same thing. Like it's almost like they're trying to recreate the last days. I think it's just a frequency. It's just these nutty frequencies that are using that's targeting certain parts of the brain. Because in the olden days, if you were put in an asylum for being outspoken, was a woman, it will give you a frontal lobotomy and calm you down. Because you had to know your place, right? As a woman. Anybody who spoke out against the system, well, this is not good for them. They were doing it for their own good. I think that the same policy, these, what do you call it, retards? Well, whatever they have, whoever they are, they have the same policy. Well, they're doing it for our good. What they're doing it for is to fill their pockets with money. But the rage, we're becoming enraged because it's affecting certain parts of the brain. Now, it's either the frequency itself that's affecting certain parts, stimulating certain parts of the brain by itself, or it's just a frequency that carries words on it, damning words, ugly words, words that, you know, will affect us, that we hear. Now, I used to make subliminals with my own voice because everybody listens to their own counsel at some point. I've made recordings and I used to listen to them and it helped me. I got out of a huge depression because of it. Got back on my feet and my life was fantastic. It felt great. And if these people were targeting me prior to that, then I see where her anger comes into play. She can't have that. She feels like to bring me down, to break down my body piece by piece by piece, dissect it, dissect my health, dissect my mind, dissect my body, is like she's obsessed with it. It's an obsession that's getting the better of her. People usually obsessed with different things, even chasing after celebrities. She's obsessed with killing people, with watching a person's body break down literally in front of her while she's doing it, administering whatever is causing the breakdown. That's what she's obsessed with. That's an obsession and a half. The more you live, the more you learn, the more you see, you know? But whatever it is, just think about that. But it's just enraged. Now, it could be the frequency attacking certain part of the brains, of certain parts of the brain, but it could also have like a subliminal in it. Now, as I said, I used to make my own recordings. It helped me. But what if when I get mad at her and I start screaming out and call her a cunt and a bitch and, you know, in my own home, of course, in a different state. Now, if she can hear that, then she is doing everything wrong. So, but she's recording it when I'm enraged and then she's playing it back to me. She's playing it back to me. It's like almost like me cussing me out. Me listening to my own anger all day long is like me cussing me out. That's her philosophy. Her philosophy. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, right? Because it will have like a mild thermogenic effect at best. You can see that because she has to spritz and spray, put stuff in people's food. She literally sit on them and use spritzing, spraying, and this dust all over to help in making them sick. Voice alone is not going to cut it. Because if I were to call me W-H-O-R-E, I'm not one. I'm not going to buy that. No fucking way. I'm not. I'm a S-L-U-T. No, I'm not. See, it's not going to get past my radar that easily. I'll fight you. My subconscious mind is getting, no, we don't have anything in here that computes. We can't agree with you. So it's harder. This is why they have to use all the spritzing, spraying, and various other means to get to us. That the rice experiment with the two mason jars with the rice, the same rice that was boiled the same day from the same pot, some in here, jar A, jar B, and the guy wrote horrible words, hate, ugly, like you're demeaning the rice, like the rice is bad, right? And then he put hope, love, forgiveness, joy, harmony, happiness on this side. Close them and put them, I don't know if he put them in the fridge or where he put them, but I think for 30 days. When he took them out, the ones with the harsh words were black, almost like maggoty, but the ones with the helpful words there was hardly any mildew on it at all. There was some from normal wear and tear. That's, you can't get away from that. It was decaying, but it was decaying at a very slow rate as compared to this one. And they did several more experiments. I don't know. People have been trying these experiments all over, and they've been getting similar results. The rice, why it would affect the rice? Because the rice don't think for itself. It's energy or spirit, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't think for it. It doesn't have any filter. It's inanimate. It just is. God gave us the ability to think for ourselves, free will, make choices, know what's good and what's bad. This is why we have those filters set up. What I just wanted to bring to your attention, if you notice how enraged everybody is getting. It's like everybody's complaining and everybody else is enraged. Why? Well, what's happening with these frequencies? It's not just us, it's happening to other people too. Are they getting caught up in our loop? Whatever they're doing to us is starting to spread all over? And if they know this, why don't they stop? Why don't they show some fear of man or God and stop? Say, oh shit, man, I'm not doing, I'm affecting all these other people. I can't do that. They're like the equivalents. I don't want to say it because they might take the video off. It's just creating a lot of chaos. The government has to step in and help us. Even if there are certain branches of the government that's on board with this, there are others that are not. We have to look for them, have to find them.